What's going on, everybody? I hope that you are all having a great day. Today's video is about some epic stuff that you are gonna absolutely love. Even if you don't love it, you're gonna love it. We're talking about real estate, not just real estate. We're talking about commercial real estate, residential real estate. We're talking about cryptocurrencies. These are the top 3 things that we are about to talk about in this live stream. Now, everybody who's joining, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I value you. If you get any value from what I say, what I share, please don't forget to hit that like button. And most importantly, guys, for those of you that don't know, you can officially become a channel member by clicking join. There's 3 tiers. The first tier is the first class. Second tier is the masterminds. The third tier is the elites. These tiers all have special perks, exclusive perks that you'll be able to see once you go sign up there. And moving forward in our live streams, we're gonna have it being only live chat for members only. So if you're not a live chat member or you don't join us as a member, you're not going to be able to comment, which is something that all of you love to do. This is why I come every single Saturday. But I do want to prioritize those who are serious, have questions, etc. So please consider joining that if you have interest in it. It's very simple, very quick, and you can see the perks that come with it. Now, for all of you who are watching this, you're wondering what in the world is going on in the real estate world. What in the world is going to happen in the future? What in the world is happening with cryptocurrencies every single day? We're now seeing headline news that Bitcoin surges, Ethereum surges, Litecoin surges. You got Dogecoin even surging. You got all these type of coins that are making people millions and millions of dollars every single day. And you're like, how am I going to get into this? How am I going to make myself some money? And I'm going to be talking to you about all of that in this video. What you need to know to protect yourself with your investments, with your money, or whenever you eventually get that money, how you should act with that money. It's very scary what's going on, guys, in this market. It is something that I always tell people, if you're trying to invest today, you got to think 100 times before you make a move, because everything is uncertain and it is scary. What's going on, guys? We got everybody jumping in right now. What I want from everyone who's watching this is comment below what state you live in. What this is going to do is help me understand where you're coming from, what questions you're asking in regards to your state. I'm in Dallas, Texas. I want you all who's watching this right now, comment below what state that you are in, and let's see so we can have that to help us out as we talk further in the video. Now, I do want you guys to also know that there's a Discord channel I talk every single day on. Every single day we talk money, real estate, and business. I'm going to put it right here. Join the Discord channel. It's for free. There's nothing that you guys have to pay for that. And you join with like-minded people who are hustlers just like you. So you guys have to join it. We got Virginia in the house, Houston, Texas, Long Island, New York. That is awesome. This is beautiful. Guys, drop down what state you are in, and then also the city if you could, and that's going to help us know how to talk to each other more as you guys ask your questions. There you go. I just put it right down below. Join the Discord channel. Guys, don't forget to join it. That's where we talk money. And if you guys don't like money, then you might be on the wrong channel. All right. Lancaster, Texas. Silky smooth. Whoa. Lancaster, Texas. I have 2 shopping centers there. I got one, it's 919 North Dallas, Lancaster, Texas, 39,000 square foot shopping center that I'm leasing out. It's an empty building. This is a retail building. I'm having a lot of people calling who are interested in opening trade schools, some trying to do medical training, some trying to do churches. I mean, I got big groups who are coming from there, trying to go in that shopping center. You probably know that if you live in Lancaster, Texas. That is awesome. And then I also have another deal that I'm working in Lancaster, Texas that I'm representing the buyer. We're looking to close on it. It's a shopping center, an investment property, about a 9% cap. Okay, so guys, we're going to start talking about, in the beginning, about the retail world, the office world, the commercial real estate sector. Now, a lot of you guys, if you don't know, I do about 80% commercial real estate, 20% residential real estate. I began my career in foreclosures. I would buy them, fix them, flip them, right? Then I got into luxury real estate as a real estate agent. didn't really like the emotional aspect of residential real estate, transitioned into commercial real estate, and that's what I mainly do right now. Now, I do residential if people bring me the clients or if somebody needs help in-house, but I don't do it. I don't hunt for it, and I really focus on the commercial real estate world. Now, commercial real estate got slapped in the face the other day. Do you guys know? If you guys know, I want you to comment it. Do you guys know what Joe Biden, President Mr. Biden, is presenting or proposing to do to the 1031 exchange? Now, I made a video on this, and I spoke about what he's proposing. But what I want you to know is the harm, the damages that is going to do to real estate investors. Now, the video that I made, I had people who are commenting saying, oh, it's so sad to know that the rich are being taxed now and that the rich have to pay money on the millions of dollars that they make. We're not talking about that. We're not talking political. We're focusing on the 1031 exchange being the number one way real estate investors, people who are big time and small time, are able to keep growing their portfolio without having to legally pay their taxes because of a 1031 exchange deferral program. Now, there is so much more details in it. It's not as simple as that. But Joe Biden is proposing that he wants to eliminate 1031 exchanges on anyone who makes $500,000 or more. You can't 1031 it. You're forced to pay your taxes. And if you make $500,000 or less, you can 1031 that. Now, if you guys don't already know, if you own a multi-family apartment complex that's worth 20, 30 million, a shopping center worth 20, 30 million, a hotel 20, 30 million, it's very easy to make over $500,000 in profit. Now, you not being able to 1031 that and being forced to pay taxes on it, that is going to kill a ton of real estate investing. That is not a joke. That is as serious as it gets. It's not going to be safe. It's going to be dangerous. Now, not safe in the aspect of dangerous with the world. It's not safe for real estate investors who are going to be trying to rotate their money to different assets. So what we're having right now is concerns in the market if this actually gets passed. I'm hoping and praying it doesn't, but if it does, we already have retail right now and specifically office demolished from the pandemic. It's been real tough. It's not been easy. It's been demolished from the pandemic. Now we have that being in danger. Then we have already what's going on with retail having tenants filing bankruptcy, tenants who are just leaving and vacating because they can't survive, tenants who are just opting out of their office leases because they're saying, hey, my employees can go work at home. We don't need them to be over here. We don't need to spend $20,000, $30,000 for these people to be here when they can work at home and they can make that extra money as bonuses. So as we all know, we are having troubles with commercial real estate already. And this proposal from Joe Biden is not making things easier for the 1031 exchange. Now, the housing market, guys, when we jump into the housing market, the demand is still there. The competition is on fire. The supply is still low. Inventory isn't even available. You barely have any options. And prices for material are still sky high. Prices for material are still expensive. You're having builders charging premiums for the developments, and things are not getting easier. They're only getting worse because then you're having the stimulus packages, the moratoriums, the foreclosure evictions. All these things are just delaying what is happening in the current market. And it is not nice. It is not good. And things are tough. Now, we're talking about housing, we're talking about commercial real estate, and we're combining the two to let you know that if you're watching this video, you might have questions if you should purchase, if you should sell, if you should invest. Right now, there are some people who are going to tell you, invest your money today, buy a house, buy a property, because if you don't, it's going to be too late. And then you have some people saying that don't buy right now because the market's going to crash, because there's going to be a pullback, because there's going to be a correction. And everybody's kind of talking from a different angle, and you might be confused on what in the world do you do. And the truth is, guys, at this point right now, everybody is wondering what do you do. Everybody's wondering how do you go about what to do and what move to make. But the problem is we don't really have an understanding of where to go, because the government keeps on pumping out these delays, these stimulus packages, and these things that are causing the markets to delay. Now, guys, if you have any questions, you have to drop it below. I'm going to be answering all your questions very soon. And for those who are just joining, we're talking about the housing market, the commercial real estate market, and we're also going to be talking about cryptocurrencies and what's going on with all these headline news. So those who are watching right now, drop questions and also drop what state you are in. I'd love to know so we can know how to get back to you on that. Now, cryptocurrencies, guys, there's companies that are now accepting rent payments with Bitcoin. You have Dallas Mavericks Mark Cuban, the owner, accepting Dogecoin to buy the Mavericks tickets to watch the basketball games. You have big companies who are now accepting Bitcoin as payment. Rick Caruso, who is a real estate billionaire, net worth of about $4.2 billion, he is accepting Bitcoin as payment for all of his real estate assets. And this isn't something like you're accepting $1,000 in Bitcoin or $1 million in Bitcoin. He has billions of dollars in assets, and he's now accepting Bitcoin as a payment. And he's actually partnering with the company Gemini, which is ran as a CEO Tyler Winklevoss, who's the CEO of Gemini, which is a cryptocurrency exchange platform, and they're partnering up to make this happen. Now, we're seeing every single day the cryptocurrency news on headlines. We're seeing that Dogecoin is booming. We're seeing a coin called SafeMoon that people are saying is going to explode. We're seeing everybody saying things about these smaller coins and the next big thing, and all of that is what's happening in this market right now. But what we need to understand, guys, for all of you who are watching this right now, we are in a transition in the markets. We're seeing NFTs, non-fungible tokens. We're seeing cryptocurrencies really picking up. We're seeing big time real estate tycoons accepting Bitcoin. We're seeing people actually selling their houses through Bitcoin. We're seeing exchanges and money being transferred through Bitcoin. Things are getting real. Things are getting real with the transition we're having with tech, going from dollars, fiat currency, to now going to online currency. It is weird. I mean, my credit card, I literally grab it and I put it on the machine to pay, and it's like a chip. I just tap it, boom, I paid, just like nothing. We're seeing a shift happening with tech. We're seeing a massive shift, and we're seeing a lot of things going on that we really didn't think or expect or imagine to ever happen, but they're happening. So for everybody who is wondering about cryptos, real estate, the economy, you have to be alert, educated, and continuously reading right now, guys. What's happening is crazy stuff. What's happening is people are scared to miss the boat. They're jumping in the boat, and then either they're making a lot of money or they're losing all their money because they panic and end up selling off. You guys have to be careful. Don't try to get rich overnight. Don't try to jump into something you're still not educated on. Be patient. Be focused in the moves that you make, and understand that things are shifting, and we better be ready for it. Things are already shifting in the commercial real estate world. Things right now in the housing market are exploding, and things in the cryptocurrency world right now as well are picking up. Everybody thought that it was a flop, it was fake, it was a scam, and some till today really think that it is. And others who thought it was are now shifting and saying, hey, we're investing. Elon Musk investing billions of dollars in Bitcoin, now accepting payments to be able to buy Tesla through Bitcoin. Guys, these aren't small-time players. These are huge players in the markets, in the world. So this stuff is getting serious, and it's getting serious quick. Now, what I want from everybody who's watching, if you're getting any value, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And most importantly, whatever questions you guys have, put it down below. I'm going to be answering it right now. And if you guys want to become a channel member, you can actually click join on my channel. And when you click join, there's 3 tiers. Pick whichever one you like. The elites, every single month, once a month, you're going to have 60 minutes with me one-on-one with whoever's in the elites package. And we're going to talk about anything that you want to talk about. And I'm going to answer any question that you have. Guys, if you want to join that, it's going to be epic. So the person who joins now will be ahead of the game and of everybody. All right, guys, so I'm jumping in right now to the questions. Let's see what we have and what you guys are asking and talking about. Maria says, Lehman Brothers was also huge to fail. That was insane on what happened. From fiat currency, we go to crypto and end up with gold and silver. We'll have to see how that works. I mean, we're seeing that fiat currency is going from Everybody right now is buying gold to protect themselves. Gold prices have exploded. And then you're having now Bitcoin growing big because people are saying they're hedging that against the dollar. It's crazy. Jesse Balderas, he gave us a 99 cents. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much for that. Irvine, Karam, what are your crypto investments? Currently have ETH at the moment. The truth, I have nothing in cryptocurrencies, not a single dollar. I had nothing. In 2017, I invested about $10,000. That $10,000 went up to about 100 something thousand, I think 110,000. I didn't pull the money out because I said I'm holding it for at least 5 years. And then that money went all the way down from 110,000 to $4,000. And then in 2019, late 2019, I got tired of holding, which is a huge mistake. And I sold and I took about $4,000 or $5,000 out. Today, that amount of money, that amount of investment would have been worth about $300,000, $400,000 if I just held it for another year. So right now I'm not holding anything in the crypto market, not because I don't believe in it, but because I'm waiting for the right time for me to get into it. I, for some reason, feel it's going to fall back down. I don't know what numbers, but I have target points. And if it hits those, I'm going to jump in on those. So that's my answer. All right, Rem saying, is it better to buy a new house than old house right now? Right now, if you buy a new house, you're going to pay a premium for the construction. If you buy an old house, it's going to be a premium on the price because competition, bidding and such. It just depends where your finances are and what you want to do. I know that both are going to be pricey in right now's market because they're both limited in inventory. Savoy, one sure predictor of a correction is the constant chatter of a correction. You can say that. Valerie, yes, the government keeps changing the rules. The government's changing the rules because what they're trying to do is protect the people, extend for the people, and not cause a crash to happen. Guys, you have to understand that literally these stimulus packages, they have $30 billion in aid for rent relief, utility relief, payments and assistance for landlords and tenants. They're doing it, and they explicitly said they are doing this to not allow a housing crash to happen. Because they know how many people are behind on payments, how many people can't afford it. That's why they have mortgage forbearances in place. So they're delaying it, and they keep coming out with new ways to keep delaying it. David, I'm from Ohio. I heard Ohio real estate is exploding. The housing market there I heard is doing crazy. My cousins live in the Houston area. Don't know if I want to move there. Hurricane Alley. Ohio is boring, I know. No listings here as well. I think I mixed it up. Ohio, I think it's Idaho that's booming. I'm not sure how the market's in Ohio. Boring over there. Ohio sounds like a boring state for some reason. Nothing against it. It just sounds like it's Ohio. Houston is real busy, real jam-packed, real chaotic, but Houston is very nice. Of course, there's hurricanes and floods, etc., but it's a very nice place to be at. There's a lot of action. Why don't you come to Dallas, Texas? Not that we need more people here, but why don't you come there? Guys, we have 191 people live with us. We have 32 likes. I'm going to take a moment and ask you guys to please press that like button. I want to see the likes go to 50 likes. We're at 32 right now. Please hit that like button. Start just pressing and pressing and pressing. Let's get this number higher. We are at 32 likes. Let's get you guys to jump it up to at least 50. I would really appreciate that if you're getting any value. I watched your video about that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I made a video about the 1031 exchange, and it was crazy on the presentation that happened and the proposal that's coming out. We got Houston, Texas, Oklahoma, OKC, Minneapolis, Portland, Oregon. Wow, we got a lot of you guys here. Okay, we have Joseph saying, Karam, thank you for helping us with these crazy times, brother. Anytime, man. I appreciate you supporting and being here. All right, he's saying, can you tell me your opinion on New York suburbs that restrict new construction and are priced high and have high taxes? Number one, New York is a beautiful city. But after the pandemic and what's been happening, I'm knowing a lot of people are leaving New York. I know that there are some staying, but a lot are leaving, and also because pricing. Now, can you tell me your opinion on the New York suburbs that restrict new construction? My knowledge in that is limited. Let me ask you this, if you can answer it for me. Why in the world are they restricting new construction? Is it because they want to keep the original buildings there, or what exactly? High taxes, even in Dallas, Texas, we have high property taxes. So taxes in New York, I know are high, same in Cali, etc. Tell me about that if you could. Maria, if tax bill passes, I think New York and California real estate will be peanuts as all move out of these places. I don't know what's going to happen to Cali, but I know so many are leaving. I know big time players are leaving. Big time income earners are leaving. We're having names like Elon Musk already left to Austin, Texas. Joe Rogan left to Austin, Texas. We're having billionaires leaving California. We're having famous YouTubers leaving California, going to Las Vegas because of the taxes. So I wonder if Cali, there's also a lot of homeless in Cali. I wonder if Cali is just going to become a dead spot. I know there's Hollywood there. I know there's attractions there, but I wonder if it's ever going to go back to the way it was. Eddie Royal, I'm starting to purchase a home now. What do I need to look for? 500K is my max. What do I need to look for as a vet? As a vet, Eddie, you want to make sure that you're getting yourself a VA loan. That's number one. 0% down. Number two, 500,000 is a big amount of money. So congrats on that. It's a big purchase. So I'm glad that hopefully it goes through for you and you can make it happen. In this market, if you're trying to buy a house with a VA loan, you're going to have to come in high on the pricing. If they're asking 450, you'll come 460, 470, 480. Sadly, that's how it is. You'll have to waive your inspections and appraisals. If it makes sense, please make sure you have a real estate agent to overlook these things and make sure that you're protected. You will have to come in aggressive even as a VA buyer because you're going to have competition conventional. You're going to have competition with cash buyers. And a VA and FHA are a little bit tougher to get accepted in this market because it's a seller's market and there's so many options. So my advice to you is get a real estate agent with the right guidance. And you're going to have to waive some stuff if you're going to want to win. Eddie, if you can tell me what state are you in so I can at least also know that. All right. Eddie says, I just heard 36K uptick because of lumber on new construction. Yes, that is true. I don't know if it's 36K. I saw 24,000. Some are saying that lumber cost almost doubled. So whatever it would cost to build a house is now double for the lumber aspect. So those numbers are accurate. I made a collab with one of the YouTubers. His name is Uneducated Economist, and he works in the lumber game, so he has very good insight on that. Check that video out if you guys want to know more about it. Woosite, Seattle. Is 100K over listing too high for a $1.7 million house? Not at all. Not at all. I'm putting $70,000, $80,000 on houses here locally where I'm at, and they're $250,000 homes. So 1.7 million, the bigger the numbers are, the bigger you can play with them. So I wouldn't say 100K more is that high of an offer over asking. All right, we have Bandit. Idaho is booming. The Wall Street Journal reported that we have the #1 real estate market in the entire country. Austin, Texas is #2 behind us. Wow. Do you guys know why Idaho is booming so much? The #1, that is ridiculous. Why is it booming so much? Joseph is saying they don't want you to build houses in the suburbs in New York because they want to maintain low inventory. It creates false scarcity and preserves home prices, but now Long Island home prices have jumped over 30%. I think that is ridiculous. Why would they try to do that? If there's land to develop, then develop, unless there's restrictions and certain zonings that you have to go through. Yeah, I agree. KR312 Design says some of the new construction, they're not even giving specific prices until completion because of the lumber of shortage and the volatility and prices just keep going up. I agree. I even had a builder that I was working with who made us bid with other people on the house saying, pay whatever you guys want to pay and we'll give it to you. And they had a specific minimum they would take. And I even had another builder saying every single lot that sells, the next lot will be raised $15,000. So it's unbelievable what's happening with the limitations and with the markets and with the inventory right now. Silky says, you motivated me to sell with your videos. That is awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. David, what are your thoughts about Utah housing boom? So the housing boom, David, is not just Utah. It's everywhere. We're talking about the Dallas, Texas housing boom, the Austin, Texas housing boom, the Idaho housing boom. We're talking about now what you're saying is the Utah housing boom. My thoughts are the inventory is low, interest rates are low. These moratoriums and stimulus packages are pumping and injecting $5 trillion plus. There's nothing more to say other than I see a lot of artificial boom, and now these new proposals of 1031 exchanges being on 500K or less only, I'm seeing big companies, if this gets accepted, they're going to funnel into small assets, which are houses, and that's going to make it boom even more. And some people already believe corporations should not be able to buy single family houses because that should be for the American working class. So you're already having those distinctions and those arguments. That's crazy, guys. Timbo says, Karan, people are moving out of Cali to Idaho. Wow. Okay. How far is California from Idaho? California to Idaho. Let's see how far it is. 14 hours and 12 minutes. I'm sure that's driving. Let's see flight time. Okay, so from California to Idaho is showing 1 hour and 35 minutes, 1 hour and 59 minutes. Okay, so about 2 hour flight from California to Idaho. Yeah, that's not that far. It's making sense now. I mean, that's the same exact thing that we're having in many other places where we're talking about somebody leaves from this state, goes to another state, and then it booms. We have a ton of people coming from California to Dallas, Texas. A ton. Eddie was able to get a home for $475,000 in an amazing neighborhood in Miami, but it's really tough. You have to be patient and definitely don't dismiss fixer-uppers if they are in your desired neighborhood. I agree with that 100%. If you guys find a house that you like that's a fixer-upper, you can buy it, fix it up, and you kind of have to overcome trying to find something ready in this market because it's very hard to find the perfect home that's ready for the right price. Everyone's overpaying. Ramrod, Houston, Texas. Awesome. What is Cordialini? I don't get it. Everyone's saying is Idaho. Wow. That's crazy, guys. We got Melissa saying, hey, Chrome, love your videos. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I live outside of Dallas, and I'm wanting to buy a bigger house. Should I still do it or wait until a housing crash? See, waiting for a housing crash that's not guaranteed or going to happen because of all these things that are being in play is not the right move if you're actually physically ready, mentally ready, emotionally ready, financially ready, mainly financially ready. If you can afford to buy a house and the price makes sense, you can afford the monthly payments, you got a stable job, you got good savings after you bought the house and moved in and furnished, then I personally, like I did right now, I'd still make the move and purchase. I don't know if I'd be waiting for a crash. We don't know if there's going to be a crash. We know that the government is doing everything in their power to avoid a crash, guys. So we can't say that there's going to be a crash coming if the government's doing everything in their power to avoid a crash or delay a crash. And if a crash comes, what's a crash? 5%? 10%? 20%? What do you guys define a crash? I'd like to know that actually. What do you guys define a housing crash to be? How much percent? Comment it below. Is it 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%? What do you, who's watching this video right now, consider a housing crash? If it were to happen, what percentage do you think the house prices will go down? Comment that below. Let's see what you guys think. I'd love to know. The buyers in the big cities are foreign interests. Housing forbearance ends. I mean, it was supposed to end, and then they extended it 3 months, and then extended it 3 months again, and then extended it 6 months. It just keeps getting extended. Tell us about Maryland housing boom. Is it going to come down near future? Maryland housing boom. How? I mean, if I tell you Maryland's going to come down, my knowledge is here in Dallas, Texas, but if I tell you Maryland's going to come down, then why wouldn't everything else come down, right? If it's booming there, it's booming everywhere else. They have to have a reason of why they're booming. Okay, so we have Matthew saying a crash is 40% to me. If housing prices crash by 40%, that's considered a crash. David saying 20% is a crash. Bobby's saying 33%. Farah saying 20%. Farah saying 30%, 30%, 20%. So we have the majority saying that if 30% of house prices go down, that's really when they'll consider it being a crash. We have Woosite saying 20 to 30% drop. Interesting. Guys, let me run some math for you. If you have a $500,000 house and it drops by 30%, that means that that $500,000 house is down $150,000. It's now worth $350,000. Okay? So you're saying that if it drops by 150K, you would consider that a crash. Eddie, you're saying 10 to 20% is considered a crash. That's interesting. I think that's low, 10 to 20%. I mean, house prices have appreciated year over year, at least in Dallas, Texas, almost 15%. So if it were to go back 10%, I don't think I would consider that personally a crash. I think it's just going back to its normal levels. Dave says, my landlord lives in China. That's hilarious. Guys, I'm going to ask you for a favor. If you guys love the content that I put out, and you guys really want to be a part of this channel, and you guys want to support this channel, and you guys like what's growing and what's happening in the community that we're building, please consider, on my channel, you can click the button join, and you can pick from 3 tiers: the first class, the masterminds, and the elites. Every tier gives you a different package with perks and exclusivity. The elites tier gives you guys, every month I'm going to meet with y'all one time a month for 60 minutes, and I'm going to personally be on a Zoom call with you answering every single question that you have. That's the elite package. Then we have, within these packages, priority replies. We're going to have only live chat members whenever we go live every Saturday. Guys, go check those out. If you support, you like the channel, and you're getting value from it, I'd really appreciate that. And guys, if I give you any value whatsoever, hitting that like button is so motivating for me to see, because it lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content and enjoying what we're doing. Now, I'm going to put one more time, come join our Discord. I put the Discord link below in the chat. I'm going to pin it right here. I want you guys to join the Discord. It is now officially pinned, and it is for free every single day I'm on it. We talk real estate, money, and business. Join it. All right, guys. We've been on here for 32 minutes, almost 33 minutes. I'm getting tired. My voice is getting lost. I got to get back to business. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I value you. And remember, I upload 3 times every week, and I do go live every Saturday, so we can talk with one another like this. I talk real estate, money, and business. Share the video, support, comment, and thank you all for taking out your beautiful Saturdays to come join me to talk business and to talk money. In this live, we spoke about the real estate market, the commercial side, residential side, and cryptocurrencies. And I leave you guys off with this: be safe with your investments, be safe with your purchases, and be careful on the moves you make today. We are in an uncertain market, and you got to be educated before you make a move. And that's why I'm here to help you with everything that I see every single day as a real estate agent. I do this daily, and I see some crazy stuff. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Much love. I appreciate you all. And most importantly, any value you get, hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next videos. For right now, I'm out.